Here it goes. Oh, wow. Just wow. Look at it. Awesome. Awesome. Hey guys, so this is all the hardware that I've used for an all LED setup. आप देख सकते हैं. So for my headlamps, I have gone with Maxxlink, and for fog lamps, I've gone with the brand called BRK. Let's take a closer look. So 87, 4500 kelvins, 9005, which is for high beams, again in same color. For fog lamps, it's in 6000 Kelvin. At getting warm white for fog lamp is next to impossible. तो ये दो हेडलैम्प्स वाले तो 110 वाट, ये वाला 35 वाट कंबाइंड, बिकॉज आई डिड नॉट वांट टू एक्सीड द OEM, क्योंकि वो 19 वाट पर बल्ब है. सो दिस इज अ सेफ लिमिट विथ 35 वाट्स. सो दिस इज ऑल द 6 बल्ब्स दैट यू सी. प्लीज़ आज वीडियो पूरा देखिए बिकॉज आई हैव गॉन इन डेप्थ इंक्लूडिंग कवरेज ऑफ द शॉप एज वेल. लेट्स सी. So guys, here I'm at the shop. I got my work done from a store called Car Kings, based out of BTM layout. This was the only place that could get me the Maxxlink warm white LEDs at immediate notice and at a very very reasonable pricing. I have absolutely no complaints, and as you can see, the guys are already on their way. They are installing both the headlamps and the fog light, and they did a professional install. They use zip ties to make sure कि driver unit is secured properly, कहीं dangle ना करे. And the guys knew what they were doing. There was no guesswork. It was quick and easy. वैसा कुछ नहीं था. And one good thing I liked is here you can see the owner, Mr. Siddiq, is personally overseeing the work and making sure that the alignments of the bulbs and everything is correct. As you know, in reflector units, and even in projectors, you have to make sure that the LED chips fall on side by side. And here the work is almost done. As you can see, they are just doing the final tighten and everything. And hopefully मैं यहाँ थोड़ा सा close-up में आपको दिखा पाऊँगा in some time how the warm white actually differs a bit from your white, pure white or crystal white जिसको कहते हैं. So let's check out. So here the work is completed from their end, and I'm just going to give you a quick look even in daylight. As I said, it's done at Car Kings. So चलिए शॉप पे ही देख लेते हैं अभी करंट रिस्पॉन्स कैसा आ रहा है. सो आई जस्ट वॉक ओवर, और यहाँ पे ये देखिए, ये हाई बीम्स फ्लैश कर रहा हूँ मैं ऑन दिस BMW, एंड लो बीम्स ऑन किया, एंड फॉग लैम्प्स भी ऑन है. सो लेट्स गो टू द फ्रंट ऑफ द कार. सो अभी देख सकेंगे हेडलैम्प्स, दे आर इन दैट वार्म वाइट कलर, एंड देर इज़ अ स्लाइट डिफरेंस compared to the fog lamps. ये fog lamps 6000 Kelvin है, headlamps in 4500 Kelvin. So headlamps match perfectly, same brand, same color, and the light switch offs here. There's the security feature. Now let's take a closer look at the shop. As I was telling, there was this beautiful BMW that was getting wrapped in Avery Dennison. So that's a good brand. This shop also carries good options when it comes to music. So अगर आप sound upgrade देख रहे हैं, they do carry these good brands, and of course the customary alloys and others. Overall, this shop has quite well covered. They also do, as I said, PPF work, and lots of other accessories and stuff. Mr. Siddiq is there on the left negotiating with friends that I made on that day, who turned out to be subscribers as well, who were looking to get the new Tata Nexon accessorized, and they were working out the pricing with Mr. Siddiq. Hopefully, they had a good experience. So overall, these guys do a lot of stuff, from film tints to your other usual accessories. They have it covered all. So definitely a green signal from my end. Now let's take a closer look at the bulbs. Last time I couldn't show you in detail, so I made sure this time I cover you. So these are the two brands, as I said. Fog lamps के लिए BRK, headlamps के लिए I've gone with Maxxlink as before. So let's take a closer look at the fog lamps first, because this was at a very good price point, and it had some good features which I'll tell you now. So these are what came with the car. ये halogen bulbs, 816, 19 watts in the fog lamps. This is the same you get in even your Tatas, and this is what it had been replaced with. So ये BRK brand का LEDs हैं. Build quality is decent for the price. I can't complain much, and this is how it actually looks. Now one good thing is the chips on these, that will come to it in a second. And yes, and not forgetting, they do come with warranty. You do get 1 year warranty, so you're covered from that angle. Now, as I was telling, these chips are ETI chips. They are not the cheaper COB chips, so they will give you a longer throw. और आप वीडियो में देखेंगे ये बात. These are the Maxxlink units, exactly the same that I had installed last time as well. Decent build quality for a 55 watt unit at this price point. This is the driver. और wires अगर आप देख सको, they are actually flame retardant. So that's a good attention to detail, and they usually come in with their copper cooling and other stuff. As before, you get your full warranty of 18 months with proper warranty card and everything. So coming to pricing, for these two bulbs, what I paid was equivalent of one bulb that I paid at the other shop. जी हाँ. So taking a closer look, this is Mr. Siddiq Khan, absolute gentleman. वो hospitality समझते हैं, and it was a very very good experience. They took care of the customers. His members Muiz and Zakir, equally knowledgeable, well behaved chaps. And and this is my upgrade, and hopefully you have a pleasant experience here. A green signal again from my end. So guys, we are back at my usual testing location. People from the previous video will remember. So this is where I will just turn on the DRL just for reference दिखाने के लिए. This is just the DRL's on. अभी और कुछ on नहीं है. This is how it looks without anything turned on. And in the next step, I'm going to turn on these BRK LEDs. Now remember, these are 35 watts combined, right? So as you can see, that throw is great. I mean, for 35 watts combined compared to halogen के 38 watts combined, this is a massive increase. I mean, with this kind of lighting आपको शायद कभी low areas में headlight भी ना on करना पड़े. And this is where I've turned it off. This is where I've just turned on the fog lamps again, and in some time I'll turn on the headlamps. This is the low beams in the projectors, and clearly now I think you can understand how the warm white overpowers the pure white of it. This is the look from the front end. As you can see, there is a slight difference in the color temperature. The headlamps obviously a bit more yellowish compared to the pure white of the fog lamps. And this is where I usually prefer warmer whites on in the lighting solution area. Now at this moment I'll turn on the high beams, and there you go. So that's a big improvement over the halogen units. Again, as you can clearly see, the low beam and the high beam, they're both in this warm white color, and they are in unison. And just that the fog lamps are in 6000 Kelvin. Here I'm going to take you a bit closer. So on the left hand side is the projector, on the right hand side is the reflector, and of course their colors match. Same brand, same color. This is the BRK unit at 6000 Kelvin. Again, no complaints there. For the price and for the wattage, it is doing a tremendous job. And of course for the headlamps, I'm now I have that confidence to go ahead and conquer the night, as they say. So hopefully in this shot you can clearly see the kind of improvement it's there. The camera, obviously it adjusts its focus and others. In person it is far brighter than what my camera is even trying to capture here. So at this moment, I'll just try a few more tricks. I'll just turn off, and we'll actually move on to a separate place. So as you can see, this is your without any lights on. This is the ETI based fog lamps with that long throw. As you can clearly see, the throw is very good. So here we are at a different place. I'm going to turn on the fog lamps, and there you go. This area is a bit more darker, and hopefully it does more justice to the camera. So as you can see, these are the 35 watts combined units. They are from that brand called BRK, as I said, with the ETI chips. And to show you, really they have this long throw compared to the other COB type of units. And clearly I'm like at 20-30 feet distance pay, and you can see there is no glare to a person here, which is a good thing. The alignment is correct. It's not going upwards. It's doing what these factory fog lamps should do. And this is where I'll turn on the warm white low light projectors, and there you go. It has immediately overpowered the fog lamps. This is one of the reasons why I don't prefer fixing too powerful fog lamps, because anyhow the headlamp will overpower. And this is the high beam. So at this moment you can see me turning the high beam on and off to give you that throw and that clarity. Now let's take a closer look from the front. As I said, you will be able to see a clear distinction between a pure white on the fog lamps and this warm white on the low lamps, as you can see in this shot. Many of the shops, they said, sir, these brands, they will write 4500 Kelvin, but you won't be able to tell a difference. but I was able to tell a difference, and hopefully आप भी ये video देख के समझेंगे there is a difference, and there is a reason why I went in with warm whites, because you know they perform better in adverse weather conditions. Now at this stage, you know, I'll just try out a few more combinations where I'll be turning on and off, and hopefully at this stage you get an idea of what your LED upgrade might look like in the future. So this is just the high beams. I'm just flashing on and off, and you know, I'm very happy with this purchase. As I said, the overall in terms of cost, even though the other shop, you know, my first purchase was a bit expensive, overall if you see, it was all within 14k. So for 14k for this kind of a setup is definitely worth it. It's a matter of security, and you can do it in pieces जैसे मैंने किया था. You can first get your low beams, then your high beams, then your fog lamps, and hopefully you like this video. So do like and subscribe.